What's going on, guys? Few minutes. No, no, actually, I'm a minute late. Kevin, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? Deb, how are you? Good to see you. We got Texas and Florida representing already. Yvonne, how are you doing? Always makes that sound like it's gonna go all over the place. But then I remembered it's a Pepsi and not a Dr. Pepper, so didn't need to worry about that at all. Fawn, how are you doing? How's everybody doing? We'll give it a minute or two. Let the notifications go out. Usually takes a couple minutes. Michael, what's going on? Warren, good to see you. Did anybody else have a slow Tuesday? It was really slow. I went 2 hours here without getting a single curbside offer. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know if there's just that many drivers out, not actually lack of orders, or I mean, it could just be it's another typical Tuesday. Warren says, ho, ho, ho. It's usually what Santa says when he goes into a strip club. Max, what's going on, brother? How you doing? Michael, yeah, fresh haircut. I think the last time I got a haircut was April, so kind of needed one, just, just a little bit. She's like, "Are we gonna do everything?" Like they have notes um, on you when you go get your haircut, depending on where you get it done. And she's like, "Oh, I'll do this and this," and I'm like, "Yeah, except we're gonna take down the top a lot because it's time to mix things up a little bit. Go a little bit shorter or a whole lot shorter." Merry Christmas Eve, Eve, Fawn, Corey, good to see you. How's it going? There's no Citrus Connection buses running on the 26th. Governor signed a bill on Saturday making us be off the 26th. Is it a paid holiday? If it's a paid holiday, I definitely say that's a win. Yes, Merry Christmas, Yvonne. How was shipped today? Princess Mel, what's going on? Jason, what's going on? A lot of spark activity in your area, incentives galore. Excuse me. That's another thing that I think happened here today. We had some incentive. It doesn't matter. Curbside orders, shopping orders. You do 6 orders, you get like $42. You do 7, you get like 49 or something. Um, and that's for I think all the WalMarts in the area. But that that may have had something to do with it. I don't personally do shopping orders. I've kind of nixed that, and I am definitely not going and shopping for somebody else 2 days before Christmas. What shopping orders I did see, they definitely were not paying enough, even with that extra incentive. It was no. I like my sanity. Sanity cost me a little bit more. It went up just like inflation. Warren's been doing a lot of catering. 'Tis the season for catering orders, that's for sure. A lot of businesses doing holiday parties and buffets for their workers. So Oh, Mel had her hands full today. 3 grandkids. That's that's definitely a handful. Bus drivers are going to get paid. Well, that's nice. I mean, they need. I feel like Black Friday you would need hazard pay. $150 incentive to do 10 orders on Shipped. That's a solid incentive. I gotta hand it to them for that. That's solid. Stacy, how are you doing? Merry Christmas. $7 per order and 5 orders, 31. Curbside ad shopping. Yeah, it was. Let's see, Spark app. I mean, I got one decent order in, but otherwise, it was just really slow today. I think there were 2 orders. I wish 2 hours in a row that I didn't see a single curbside order at all. Like nothing popped up. But have to go stand on a street corner and show some leg if these kind of orders keep or lack of orders keep up. Oh, incentives that would help. Yeah, 42 for 6 trips, 49 for 7. And honestly, the orders just haven't been there today. Oh well. It's gonna be fun to see how many return orders pop up on Thursday or on Friday. I mean, oh, wrong size. Return, return. Jason, I have a handful every time I. Yeah, I'm glad you caught yourself. Stacy, did you change your name or your last name, or is it just showing different? Because I remember you, Stacy, and Jaden. How's Jaden doing? Deb says shopping is mostly bad unless it's under 10 items and less than 5 miles. Those are kind of the only ones that I'll make an exception for. Like if I can go in and out of that store in 5 minutes, then I'll probably take it. But not very often do I see orders of less than 5 items. Try to keep shopping orders in the teens as far as quantity goes. Yeah, and also if it's got me going from like one end of the store to the other, like, oh, you're gonna pick up milk and bananas and meat and something in the you know diaper department, and then go clear to the other end of the store and pick up some toy or you know feminine products or whatever. I mean, I got to go in. I got to shop one end of the store. I got to walk clear across the other end of the store for one item, and the app will usually route you that way. It's like start shopping here and then go over there and then come back and finish. And we all know what it's like going into Walmart. I barely like going into Walmart to shop for myself. Fawn couldn't do Spark today since I had granddaughter. Yeah, you don't want to teach your granddaughter all those 4 letter words that at least I usually say when I'm doing those shopping orders. Fun. I've done a couple of returns. I mean, if they're close, especially like if a return pops up at say top of the hour and it's going to take me 20 minutes, I'm already sitting here for 20 minutes before, because I aim for the curbside. I'll go do a pickup order and come back. I just wish that the return orders would pop up while you're out. I have never had one pop up while I was like on the way back to the store. It's like I'll get back to the store, then they'll send, then it'll pop up as a return trip, and drive. You'll have to drive back from the in the exact direction you just came from, just to pick up something. I wish that they would just send the return orders to people that have the app on and are driving back to the store. I feel like logically that makes sense, but again, we're talking about Walmart and most corporations. When it comes to logic, they avoid it like the plague. Father Fred says 100% Julian. Trailer Park Boys Julian or New England Patriots wide receiver Julian? Would I rather take a road trip with someone who never stops talking or smells really bad? That's a good question. I'd rather take a road trip with somebody who never stops talking. The reason why is because I can throw an AirPod in and listen to an audiobook and have that blasting so I can zone them out. Me having to drive multiple hours in a car with either the windows rolled down or air constantly going. Because, I mean, summertime, think about it. Summertime, you want to have that AC going, but that's moving the stinky air. And you don't want to roll the windows down because the heat comes in. Wintertime, you're going to freeze your butt off with the windows down. You can't have the heat on because then you're just cooking that nasty smell. I would rather take somebody who never shuts up because at least I can put some headphones in, listen to something, crank the radio up, drown them out. Sarah, thank you. Yeah, there's probably some trolls. There's always trolls. It's okay. DoorDash is doing Kroger now, and it may just be me, but those orders are generally bigger than the Safeway orders have been. Mm. That doesn't sound fun in the slightest. And I mean, Fred Meyer generally pretty easy to navigate, but I still wouldn't. Yeah, we're gonna send you bigger orders so you stay busier. Remember, busy doesn't always mean profitable. You can be busy. There's a lot of people out there busy doing nothing. Michael got a whiff. I'm waiting for this thing to get started. Julian Assange. That's another one. Hmm. Mel had to go to Walmart tonight for a few odds and ends, but had to buy a pair of shorts. Rhett says green green. Deb does a limited smart shopping, and you can preview the shop menu. You can choose how to get the items. You don't have to follow the list. I know, but still, sometimes it's. I just hate going into Walmart in dealing with people. Like any of us that have gone into Walmart, we know. As soon as we walk in the door, within 5 seconds, we see somebody who left their brain in their car because they decided it was safer to leave their brain in the car while going in and shopping and then actually using their brain while shopping. And then you got the people that yell at family members halfway across the store. I just avoid it. it. You can go to a circus and be entertained, or you could go to Walmart and there's well, let's put it this way: there's stuff at Walmart you'd see that you would never see at a circus. Yvonne, I know. How about them Steelers? I was actually over at my cousin's house doing our Christmas thing the other night when I walked in. I was like, "Oh, Steelers are on. Oh, Steelers are winning." I know somebody who's happy right now, and I know somebody who's giving their significant other crap for their team doing good. No, Michael, you were probably happy too. Um, I don't know what's up with that cowboy controversy I saw on Twitter today, but oh yeah, just get some Vicks vapor rub under your nose. Or here's a simple idea. Maybe some people should make a trip down an aisle that they've never been down at Walmart and get some deodorant. That generally helps. Green screen, no green screen. This is the back of my car. That's what you're saying. Joey, not homeless. Yep, not homeless. Not yet. Not by choice. Well, if I am homeless, it would be by choice, but neither here nor there. What if the person never shuts up, is funny, and has good conversation? Then that works out too. I mean, I was just going off of the assumption if you're in a car with somebody, if you had to pick between being in a car with somebody who smells bad and never shuts up, that it's them never shutting up is like talking about things that you have no interest in. But it could be somebody who actually, is funny. I mean, that's a possibility. If that's the case, then I wouldn't need my AirPods. Josh apparently needs help. Um, I'm not a priest or a doctor, so not sure how much I can help. Yeah, we pretty much basically only do Spark now. I haven't done DoorDash in almost 3 months, almost. Dang, it has been almost 3 months. Whew. Cake. Today was making money wise. It was terrible. But I got up. I have a car that drives. I have a way to make money, so I mean it's a good day. David, it is basically my kind of my main job. I got a lot of fingers and a lot of things. As inappropriate as that may sound, that's uh, do this. I got YouTube, obviously, although I haven't been posting videos. We're going to be making big changes in 2026 to the channel. Just a heads up. We talked a bit about it last week, but Big changes on that front. I do decal stickers, laser engraving, things like that. Yeah, pickups. The pickups I'll do. I actually enjoy doing the pickups. I've had a couple pickups the last few days that were actually really solid. Had one yesterday, paid out just under $40. It took me an hour. Had one the .com orders or general merchandise, GDE or GE something, whatever Walmart calls them. I think it was like 37 or 38 miles, paying $65, and it was I think 12 drop offs. Knocked that out in 2 hours. No complaints. Night before had another $66 one, and that was close to 40 miles, but um, had a $46 order, a $41 order, $66 order, back to back to back, all in one day. That was last Thursday. So I mean, there's no complaints. Should he become a dictator? I think most people are that if they live in their if they have a family, they're the head of the family. You're kind of a dictator. If you want to go overthrow a country, I don't know how well that'll work. Michael switched which Walmart I do shopping orders for. There's three Walmarts in my area. Scratch one off my list because that runs the door acts like he's security for the Pentagon. We got a guy like that right here. Um, yeah, he's the same way. I don't like him for multiple reasons, and I generally don't just look at somebody and go, "I don't like you." When I do, there's a reason. I don't always know the reason. Sometimes I never find out what the reason is, but I have yet to be wrong when I look at somebody and go, "I don't like you." Some people just put off that kind of energy, and that guy's one of them. And the first time he stopped me, I'd already done three shopping orders. I'd done three shopping orders that day. The first time that he stopped me to look at my phone, and when I flipped it and showed him my phone, he's like, "Well, I need to see the items in the order. Do you want to see my firstborn child too? Because it might be kind of hard." And he's like, "Well, you don't need to be about it." I'm like, well, you don't need to be one either, but here we are. Like, I'm as nice to people as they will allow me to be. So if I'm an a hole or confrontational towards you, you might want to look at yourself in the mirror and ask why, because there's a reason. He might be, and he's under the cover. Mr. Ryan, Merry Christmas, Merry almost Christmas to you as well. How you doing, brother? Uh, Funny High, what's going on? Michael says she wouldn't shut up at all. It just kept going on and on and on. I gotta say that was one of the craziest endings to any football game I've seen in a very long time. That's about all I got on that game. I was happy blood pressure was high. I was on the floor the last 20 seconds. I know when I was watching the end of that game, I was going, "Oh boy." I'm gonna say a little prayer for Michael, because Lord only knows what's going on in that house right now. Jason will Charlie in Discord. I joined the Discord. You probably got the notification. You do get notifications when somebody joins, right? Adrian, how are you doing? I'm just tired of giving. I'm tired of giving my time and effort and energy and wasting miles on my car to make dollars or make sense while this company makes dollars that doesn't take their delivery seriously. They are DoorDash is a lot of things ahead of being a delivery company. 6:20 for science. I hope you're screwing with me because that means I'm 7 minutes behind. Because DoorDash sucks, and not in a good kind either. Not the fun way. Fonz's TMI. Mel, last one people yell at satellite horse races. Yeah, the horses have amazing hearing. They can hear everything through a TV, no matter where you're at. Michael been off this week, so worked 4 days, 6 to 7 hours each day over the course of the 4 days, made in 500 approximately. Is that before or after expenses? Not sure if that's good or bad. Other people in markets may be better. I think it all depends on the day, sometimes the week. If it's a week where a lot of people got their food stamps and they're taking up a bunch of orders. I mean, if I can snag, what I figure out, if I can snag one of those .com orders, 4 or 5 days a week, that's anywhere from an extra $200 to $300 on top of the other orders. The downside to that is it being this time of the year and Walmart switching the .com order pickup from 2:15 in the afternoon to 5:15 in the evening. I'm dropping everything off in the dark. And some of these back roads, some of these neighborhoods, trying to find a house number, good luck. Then it's raining, adds a whole another level. Everybody around here on your butt. I thought Nebraska drivers were bad. The drivers out here, they might just be lonely because you can be driving down a road, and I know from experience, you can be driving down a road doing 10 miles over the speed limit, not a car in sight behind you. But if you give it about 5 minutes, somebody will be on your butt, and you're going, where did they come from? Aliens. The only logical explanation is aliens. Just drop the car right behind you. I don't know if the drivers are just that lonely they can't, do the speed limit. But You can be the only car on the road and give it 5 minutes, and somebody will be on your butt aggressively. Fawn made $316 in 8 hours. I'm happy for you, but I'm also kind of jealous. I haven't had a day like that in a long time. I think I only ever made 300 on DoorDash twice. That was still a 10, 11, no, that was like a 12-hour day. Ryan started Expedite. Is that a new app or a newer app? You're coming after me? No, it's an ambulance. I think. Ambulance. So yeah, what is Expedite? Is that a new catering app? I want somebody to come up with a better app than DoorDash and take over. Other two stores, the people that work the door are just much nicer and more friendly and courteous. See, Michael, I'm the same. I'm the same way when it comes to those shopping orders. Like I'll go into stores where people are nicer. I'm not going to deal with miserable people. Half the time they don't even ask to look at my phone. They just say hello, goodbye, and I'm out the door. That would be nice. That would be really nice. Echo, what's going on? How you been? Middle of the day, get plenty of sleep, and remember that you are loved. Have a great day. I eat twice a day because I just don't have the appetite for three. But got that sleep covered. Am I gonna watch football? Am I gonna watch? Am I gonna watch football on Christmas Day? Yes. Why not? I can't work. I mean, I could turn. No, I'm not turning DoorDash on. That's one way to ruin the holidays. Shelly, good to see you. How are you? Applo, what's going on? Ooh, we got a deleted message. Yeah, I don't know what the heck they're talking about. Merry Christmas, Deb. What house numbers? Yeah, another difficult thing this time of the year that I've noticed trying to find house numbers. I get you want to get fancy and decorate for Christmas and put your lights up and your garland and all of that, and that's cool. I appreciate that. I love driving through neighborhoods and seeing the creativity in Christmas lights and decorations. But is it a prerequisite to put a Christmas wreath or some garland right over your house number? I feel like it is. I walked up to somebody's house. Fortunately, I was at the right house. The app or the pin was dropped. There was technically two houses on that property right next to each other. One was like, I don't remember the house number, but it was like 12705 and 12705A. And I didn't see the 12705A until I was actually on the porch of the other house. But I walked right up their driveway and I lifted up a wreath to see their house number because I could only see part of it. And I'm going, I hope they don't have a camera because if they do, they're thinking I'm stealing their sign or their Christmas decorations. I just want to make sure I'm at the right house. That's a whole lot easier than walking up on somebody's porch, being at the wrong house, and having the door open and get greeted by Smith and Wesson. But yeah, house numbers in this area, they're in one of four places. They either don't exist, they're above the front door, they're on the side of the garage closest to the front door, they're on a pillar on the porch, or they're on the opposite side of the garage door, farthest from the front door, and that area is usually blocked by somebody's camper or work truck, so you can't see that. It it's difficult. 300 days have been more frequent. I'm gonna have to start showing some leg. What scares me is driving down a country road at night and then you are anticipating a person just being in the road. Yvonne, you guys got to stop watching The Hills Have Eyes or Wrong Turn. I mean, they're good movies, but I'm just waiting to be driving down the road and have Bigfoot run across the road right on my dash cam. I'm waiting for that. Okay, expedite used to be called delivered. Okay, not exactly sure that they upgraded on a name, but go from delivered to expedite. Okay, I think with that kind of name change, it just proves that some people definitely have more money than sense. K Star, what's going on? Spread the message. Merry Christmas, y'all, and take care like always. Merry Christmas to you, Aiden. What's going on? Um, there's always somebody interested in my bowel movements. It's usually a troll. Funny thing is, I've never seen those movies. Well, then what makes you think that you're gonna be driving down a road and just all of a sudden there's somebody standing right there in the middle of the road? I'm invested now. I'm curious. Fawn said half. Hmm. Should download Expedite. I'll have to check out Expedite. I'm still getting sorted out with oh, what was the app? God dang it, what was the app? I can oh my god, I can't remember. Wasn't shipped. You're more likely to run into a deer. Yeah, I mean, every once in a while you definitely, but you can see some with a nice rack. Yvonne says ghosts are real. Oh, I'm not saying they're not. Are you talking about a ghost person then? You can run them over. They won't feel it. Got 119 CPK order last week. Took 1 hour. Solid. $660 order. They tipped $99. That's pretty solid. That is what, about 50 or 15% roughly. Christina, how are you doing? Says I don't like DoorDash's new things on the app. I like being able to schedule. There's no scheduling now? Should I open up the I'm not gonna turn it on, but I should open up the DoorDash app. I haven't deleted my account. I haven't uninstalled the app. I just haven't opened the app. The dinner rush is on. It's go time. What the app says. Mhm. Ooh, your ratings got you gold status. With high ratings come more rewards and more responsibility. Gold offer boost. Increased priority for high paying orders. Shit. Sorry, it's something in my throat. Pause offers from one store. If you could delete one store off the DoorDash app, which one would it be, and why did you pick Panda Express? Hmm. So yes, I have gold status. Shorter wait times with gold. You don't have to wait as long to decline a $2 order. There's no scheduling, just suggested times. It's like Uber Eats now, where you can just click Dash now. That would be okay if they got rid of all of the rented accounts, shared accounts, illegal accounts, illegals with accounts. But they won't because they don't care. Ooh, Wingstop's a good one. The couple that hates Wingstop together stays together. Chick-fil-A. Captain Michael, how's it going? Something is it only pauses one location. Oh, so if you're in an area like that's got like five McDonald's, you can only pick one of the McDonald's. It doesn't cut them all out of all McDonald's. That's dumb. If that's how it's set up, that's dumb. Christina says IHOP because they're slow as heck. They are slow. Ryan says delete Home Depot. I could say something, but I'll behave. Or falafel taza. Don't have that feature here. I get none of the updates y'all have. And I think Ryan will back me up on this. Reno is still like rocking the app from like 3 years ago. Yeah, I mean, you still get a bunch of $2 offers, but they're still rocking the app from like 3 years ago. They haven't updated it at all. Demar says, "Hola, ¿qué pasa?" Lisa, how are you doing? Good to see you. Merry Christmas Eve Eve. Demar, Merry Christmas. Captain Michael is talking trash. I'm joking. How's Orange Luke doing? Yes, I paused Aldi and immediately got the other Aldi in town. Stop it, LOL, leave Metcalf alone. I get you're in a football game and emotions are high and all of that, but you still need to have enough self awareness, some situational awareness as well. Um, like if you are a grown man getting paid millions of dollars to play in the NFL on TV, you need to have some composure. You want to get into it with somebody, get into it with somebody on the field. That is legalized, organized violence on the field. Never a reason to go after somebody in the stands. Period. You know, it's high volume and good if you don't want. Yes, Reno is definitely a cherry picking town, without a doubt. Captain Michael says I haven't had any offers in 20 minutes. Can't wait for the holidays to be over with. January 3rd. It's the day I look forward to every holiday season. January 3rd. Fawn, always good to see you. Get some rest. He should have controlled his temper, but I get it, Michael. I'm very protective over my people, so I would have been putting my hair up and taking my earrings off too. So I would have called him out regardless if he was still a Seahawk. But I feel like the entire NFL needs to go to therapy or anger management. Like if I read right, um, or if what I read is right, he not even the fine, not even the suspension. That single action cost him millions, all because he let one person get under his skin and he reacted. Like I said, I don't know if that post is correct. If it is, because it seemed like it came from a reputable account. If that is correct, that one outburst, that one reaction without thinking cost him millions. And honestly, he's got nobody to blame but himself. And like I said, he was a Seahawk. If he was a Seahawk when that happened, I'd be saying the same thing. Somebody just called me. Grandpa? Okay. Can you take your meds? No. Okay, so yeah, that was okay. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, all that guaranteed. If that, like I said, if it was right, all that guaranteed money. He just cost himself a lot. That just tells me everything about the Steelers and the fan base of how I felt after all these. Yeah, there was a huge rivalry, at least in the I remember in the '90s between the Cowboys and the Steelers. There were so many great rivalries in the '90s. There's not near the rivalries that there are now. Cowboys, 49ers, Cowboys, I'd say Bills, but the Bills, I don't have to say much about the Bills. Um, Cowboys, Steelers, Cowboys, well, Cowboys, Eagles has always been a thing. Seahawks, 49ers. In all honesty, the Raiders and the Eagles just don't like anybody. $64 free drop for 7 miles, but it might be an hour wait. I'd probably wait. Depending how your day has been, I would consider waiting. Because even if you do wait an hour and then those three drop offs happen to take you a whole nother hour, you're at $64. You're still at $32 an hour. So I don't know. That's a tough one. If it was a day that if I had that offer right now where I'm sitting and how my day is gone, I would wait the hour to pick it up. Especially if it's Spark, because after 10 minutes, the I'm now getting paid to wait. Oh, flag football, that was fun. I get it, I know that he shouldn't have behaved that way, but at the end of the day, we're all human to make mistakes. Yeah, that is that is a very costly mistake, though. Maybe one of the costliest mistakes ever in the NFL. DK Metcalf's 2 game suspension for what the NFL team's conduct detrimental to the league now voids at least $45 million in future guaranteed money. I'm pretty sure he could have just went to like Vegas or Atlantic City and blew 45 million and at least had a little bit more fun. I think more fans need to get. Yeah, I mean, I think if you want to, I'd love to see a thing where if you're having a beef with a player, you should be able to, slap $100 bill down, sign a waiver, get some pads on, go out on the field, and actually do tackling drills against that player. That way, nobody gets sued. Um, it's like the race that they do around the baseball diamond. I think that that would be entertaining, and I think a lot of fans would sign up. I would watch it. Not all mistakes are created equal. Some can cost you big time. Yeah, 45, 45 million. And that's not counting any potentially pending lawsuit. Okay, that was funny. It's Stewie Griffin all grown up. Finally, a troll that makes a comment that's funny. I appreciate that. You still got timed out, but I appreciate that. Maybe next time if you want some cool Iron Man is the GOAT. What's going on? Michigander Gaming, what's going on? How you doing? Um, Yvonne, I agree 100%. He's hurting our team, his teammates, and his fans. He just didn't just hurt himself. Yeah, that's a huge thing. That like you're part of a team, and you acting that way. Yeah, it's not just going to cost you money, but you get yourself suspended for acting that way, and now you are not able to help your team. Like, yeah, I would not surprise me if he gets traded. I'm calling it now. He's getting traded, and who would take him? The Cowboys like projects. Hmm. The Eagles, the Jets, the Raiders. Would not be surprised if he ends up in Las Vegas next year. Michigander, I am doing well. How are you? For $30, they send you two brand new catering bags, which would cost you 15 each anyway, so it's not that bad. As long as you're getting something out of it and you're not just putting money out for them to go, oh, here's access. You're getting paid more than an office job, just about. Wait the hour. I would speak up about how much longer. Yeah, but like I said, if that order was a Spark order, I'm waiting. Especially the way today's gone, I would wait. And like I said, after 10 minutes, you're getting paid anyway. So that order would probably go up to 75, somewhere around $75. So now you're over $35 an hour. Yeah, I would totally wait. That's just me though. Nighthawk, good to see you. Can finally watch new Brash Dasher content. There's going to be a name change to the channel. Just giving some of you guys got the heads up last week, but yeah, we're going to be making some changes. I am so burnt out on the whole gig economy. No offense to anybody, but I am definitely, for the most part, over it. As far as talking about it. But if you guys have questions, you can still ask me. I'll still answer, and if I don't know, I will still look it up and figure it out and let you guys know. Ryan says it's a small price to pay for potentially significant future earnings. Done 10 orders in the first month, almost 500. Orders get better when you hit 25 and 50 deliveries. Yes, Ryan, if it's, yes, Ryan is 100% true on that. If it sucked, he would definitely tell you. Shelly, did I ever go to college? I did go to community college for a while, for criminal justice. I was actually gonna go into law enforcement. The way cops have been treated the last, well, since 2012, 2013, roughly. I'm really glad that I didn't. You get paid 15 minutes after the order is completed, and you have access to your money immediately. Nice. Tip in tip included. You get access to 15 minutes later, or is it kind of like Spark or some of the other apps where you have to wait 24 hours for your tip? Marcane, good to see you. Hope you're safe and enduring the weather. Want to jump in, say hi, wish you well, and of course, Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you. I hope you are also doing well. Hope your family's doing well. Things are going pretty well around here. Ron says I wouldn't be surprised either. What time of the day is it? It is 7 o'clock. 7:03 technically. Can I be mod? Right now, I think we have enough mods. What content are you doing now? Luke says he can't say it. I'm gonna go be a professional bodybuilder. No, no, I don't have that kind of time on my hands, and I don't like working out that much. Only elbows. Yes. See me drive down the road like this. Technically, if you put your arm this way and angle it the right way, you can make it look like a different body part. But um, I see somebody who should call and thank their mom right now for choosing life. No, we're going to be doing a lot of outdoors, uh, hiking, metal detecting, bigfooting, magnet fishing. Going to be doing a lot of really cool stuff. Holy! Crap. Thank you so much, Yvonne and Michael. Wow, thank you so, so much. Maybe I will start an Only Elbows chant. I'm joking. I'm joking. Lisa says, take my money now. Wait, for the outdoor stuff or the elbows? I'm talking so much, I'm actually confusing myself. Ryan says the whole amount. Okay. The whole amount is deposited into your account 15 minutes. You can access it with your debit card. Wow. That is a pleasant surprise. Joey says, oh God. Oh God, what? Yes. Michael, Yvonne, I appreciate that so much. Lisa says elbows, of course, LOL. Hmm. I mean, people make a lot of money off of their feet and their toes. Maybe elbows is a thing. We'll find out what 2026 brings. Never mind. Their mom definitely should have swallowed. Luke says I'll be back. Got to go make some Dasani water. Okay. Maybe you need earbuds to not listen to you from talking. Michael, thank you for timing that person out. The things people just come in and say, it's like, would you walk into a Walmart and shout that or say that over the loudspeaker or the intercom? If the answer is no, you shouldn't go on YouTube and just go into random channels and spam it. Good, you're smart enough. Everyone's not meant to go. I realized that a while ago. Yes, and really, with the internet, with YouTube, with the way to be able to connect with so many other people, you don't always have to go to college to, get a degree. Especially if the number of people that I talked to over like the last, or the first 4 years I did Uber, say 2016 to 2020, the number of people that I talked to or that I would talk to that were riders. I'm gonna shove that horn. It does no good. Where there's no sense, there's no feeling. So, um, anyway, what was I even saying? I don't remember. Somebody hits their horn 50 times, it's just like factory resets. This is not C-SPAN. It's true. Hopefully, it's a little more entertaining than C-SPAN. I watch C-SPAN. Jason had to go and upload a video. He's got an Only Knees account, so oh, thank you, Michael. College degree. Crap, yeah. Anyway, the number of, like, college students that I would pick up doing Uber that were going to school for business administration, and I'm like, "Well, what do you plan on doing with that?" "I'm gonna open up my own business." Are you requiring yourself to get a degree to work for yourself? Because 'Cause I'm pretty sure that's not required. Could just be me, but and I thought I, as a boss, was hard on myself. Is that is C-SPAN even around anymore? I think it is. Emily doesn't answer the phone anymore to the landline. 90% of the calls are scam. Hey, I love answering spam calls. I really do. eBay for live, what's going on? It's been a little while. How is eBay going? DoorDash AR glitch works again. Might have to try it. With brains like that, they will need that degree to get a job after their business fails. Agreed. I would rather if I had my own business and I were out hiring people though, I on one hand I would definitely rather hire somebody who has, started a couple businesses that haven't worked out. I would rather hire them than hire somebody who has zero experience, because there's a level of determination in that. They didn't just try something once, fail, and then never try again. It is not easy to start a business. It's not easy to start a successful business. Those who have tried and failed and tried again have a level of determination that can't be taught. And really, I feel like, just in general, that person's going to work out, hopefully more and better than the person that has zero experience. Bubbles, how's it going? Thank you. Like, you actually learn so much by failing. I've learned a lot. I've started a few businesses that haven't worked out. Each time I learned, though, I learned something, and then I applied that to the next thing. And, I've had some success, I've had some failure, but It's all about, you don't stop, you keep moving forward. Sometimes it's okay to take a step back because sometimes you need to, but just don't stop moving. Figured by 2025 landline would be phased out, but I guess not. Nope, because there's still plenty of areas in this country where there is no cell phone service, no reception whatsoever, and the only way that you can contact somebody is by a landline phone. Open the app and start your dash, then swipe the app up and read the text from restaurant. And if you don't like airplane mode it, then once paused, you unpause it. Oh, okay. Do that for a couple days, get my acceptance rate back up to 100. Ellen, good to see you. I don't think you're late. Late would be like 7:31, because then I think the stream would be ended. But good to see you. Yes, better late than never. Shows referring to residential phone lines. I guess I can see commercially why they still exist. I just don't know too many people who still have a landline. Um, there's actually a lot of people out here that have a landline. I actually know quite a few people here that still have a landline. Again, it's mostly because cell phone service is either really spotty or just non-existent. I think I told you this last time I had to buy battery during 340. Jeez. And 750 on tires. Good lord. I would definitely be on the street corner showing some leg. This area, unless you have Wi-Fi, you can't use cell phones. There's little neighborhoods. If I go like 5 minutes out of town, we got no cell service. A lot of that just has to do with, you know, the woods, the trees, the forest. There's houses I delivered to that have 200, 220-foot tall, old growth trees that have been here since freaking before Lewis and Clark were here. Eric, what's going on? How you doing? Gives you AR up to 100 quick, plus you never got to take a bad order. Might have to give that a try then. Somebody's compensating for something. Yeah, maybe I'll turn the DoorDash app on and give that a try. If all else fails, after I get to 100, I can always just decline my way back down to whatever my AR is now. Luke's landline is cloud based. When I get moved up into the mountains, that is the goal. Uh, Small plot of land, camper, house, cabin, something. Obviously, something to live in. And my form of internet will be Starlink. Be fun to stream too. That'll be fun. Ryan says, Ellen, I will give you a lighter when I see you. I used up yours. Well, Ryan, it only took you 8 months. It's been almost 8 months. Almost. Went out to a hick town in Florida once. Had to stop and fill up my lab car. I went to pay with company card, and the dang pump had dial-up. I couldn't stop. I'm surprised you didn't ask to use their phone, and they pulled out an old rotary. Dash Now is full-time here now, and you ain't got a schedule no more either. Has that made DoorDash better or worse for you? No complaints here. Do DoorDash one day a week now. They're in timeout until further notice. I would love to wake up one day and see that Tony was forced out and there is a new, more competent CEO who actually cares about the drivers, doesn't just say they do. Because really, they only care about you if you're making them money. Didn't have to tell you, you forgot it, but I'm. Oh, yeah, that piece of cheesecake that you thought got thrown out 6 months ago in the fridge. Yeah, I ate it. With the glitch and being able to just dash anytime is the bomb, bro. 2K weeks again. I guess going that way, you can be super. It's like almost cherry picking on steroids. Hmm. Wonder when my red card expires. Not that I'm going to turn the DoorDash app on, but it would be nice. Oh, tomorrow's earning opportunities um, on Spark. Kind of earning opportunities they got now. The on-time rating has done it for me. That doesn't surprise me. Mm. Ooh, Christmas Eve. Six for $42 for completing 6 trips, or earn a total of $56 for completing 8 trips. Yay. Big meetup in early August. If Charlie wants to go, I'm down. Yeah, Ryan, text me the details as far as dates go. That's definitely far enough out. I should be able to go. Please don't crash your car. Don't you put that on me, Ricky Bobby. Why couldn't you have a premonition of me like winning the Powerball? I would have shared it with everybody in here. If any of you guys want to move out here, we can pool our money and start a commune. to start our own town. That would be cool. Nothing but catering orders. 'Tis the season. Stay safe out there this Hanukkah season. Don't drop the dreidel. But you as well. Yeah, I just had to lighten it up a little bit. What am I doing? What am I doing for Christmas? I'd say you're looking at it, but I'm definitely not sitting in my car all day. I don't think we really have. I don't really have any plans. We kind of did our big family Christmas thing Sunday night. I One of my cousins, his wife had me make a decal. She wanted a decal for, and of course it's on the phone I'm streaming on. That wanted me to make a decal. She's gonna give to one of her friends. But it's a vinyl decal that goes on the bottom of the toilet seat, so the only way you can see it is if the seat's up. So obviously, it's targeted towards guys. Um, but it says "Whoa, nice," and then it's got a rooster. So I made three of them. I think she wanted three of them. So it was actually kind of cute and funny. Red Card's changed a couple of weeks ago. They use a different bank now. Red Card is only virtual now. Oh, good. Well, that I can check on then, because oh, it doesn't have an expiration. There's virtually no expiration on it. Had no offers come in for the last 20 minutes from door trash. Walked into Wendy's for dinner, and another person walked in for a DoorDash order. Isn't it weird how that happens? That's one of my many gripes with DoorDash. You can actually be the closest dasher. You could be sitting there, the only DoorDasher around, for miles, and you get nothing. But as soon as you go, huh, I'm hungry, and you go walk into a restaurant, you'll see a DoorDash driver walk in right behind you or right in front of you. Okay, seriously, I've been sitting here the last 30 minutes. Why? The way's out. I'll keep you posted. Okay, definitely. And, what is my AR? Like 49, I think. Let me take a look. Yes, acceptance rate's 49, completion's 98, on time's 100, because I haven't done any since they switched. Quality is 100. Customer rating 4.98. Last 30-day orders. Boom, zero. Yay. Be safe. Good to see you again. Merry Christmas to you all. Yvonne, Michael, you guys have a very Merry Christmas. Uh, yeah, oh, yeah, my birthday's coming up. Another year older. Yeah. Wait, what day of the week is my birthday on? Friday. It's on a Friday. Sweet. Yeah, sorry, we only speak English and sarcasm on this channel. We will see you again before the end of the year. Yes, you will, because what next Tuesday's the 30th. So yes, you guys will get to see me one more time this year, and after that, you're gonna have to wait until next year. Nick, good to see you. Merry Christmas. Warren, DoorDash orders are now primarily based on the overall score. Good for people with a high score, impossible if you have a low score. 97 out of 100. So if I turn on the app, I'll work nonstop. Am I partying in the new year? Like, am I going to go out and like party to literally bring in the new year? No, don't think so. I've never been big on like going out on New Year's Eve. Mostly because my birthday is 2 days later. And so while I was drinking, while I would go out on New Year's Eve, obviously I would definitely not even get buzzed because why would I want to wake up New Year's Day with a hangover, recuperate all of New Year's Day just for the next day to go, oh, it's your birthday. Yeah, no. I look like the guy who did nice. Well, I like to think I'm a nice guy. New Year's Eve is for amateurs. Yeah, I mean, now if y'all, if mm, I have gummies, I have edibles, chocolates, and stuff like that. That'll be my partying on New Year's Eve. But it is 7:34. Do you know where your children are at? I'm gonna go hop off here, guys, and get some food. Lieutenant Dan, New Year's party. Yeah, ice cream, Lieutenant Dan, ice cream. Yes, I am gonna go get something to eat though. So you guys all have a great week, great Christmas. Have a Merry Christmas. Be safe. Spend some time with some loved ones. Spend some time with other family members that you kind of have to tolerate. Just remember, you get to pick your friends, not your family. So, you all have a Merry Christmas. I will see you back here next Tuesday. There's going to be a video at some point making a transition into the new, not just the new year, but the new direction this channel is going. So, um, and keep Jason in your thoughts and prayers with his mom. And we will see you guys all later.